Alright guys, welcome to the first episode of Snakes in the Grass, a weekly series that aims to give you news and opinions on the topics going around in the anime and the gaming world. Now, since this is the first episode, I have only got two topics. Hope you guys like the format. I've made a little intro that I will play right now. Alright, so the first topic we have today is gaming related. It is the nominations of the Game Awards and the turmoil surrounding it. As we all know, Keighley Show's nominations came out on Monday, and there was a lot of controversy surrounding certain categories. Should games there be nominated? Should they not? And a lot of Xbox fans were very angry with decisions made. Primary reason people were angry, particularly on the Xbox side, was the snubbing of Starfield, with not only for the Game of the Year award in general, throughout the entire list of categories, Starfield had only got one nomination, and that was for Best RPG, which we all know is going to be given to Baldur's Gate 3. If we're going to be truthful here. Also, another very controversial decision that a lot of gamers disagreed with was the nomination of Resident Evil 4 Remake for the final Game of the Year category. Instead of newer games like Armored Core 6, Jedi Survivor, Starfield, Hi-Fi Rush, or just another game. Now, I take issue with this because in a year such as this, with this many quality games coming out, nominating a remake of a game that was already pretty critically acclaimed when it originally released feels disrespectful at best. Some other strange nominations were Cyberpunk for Best Ongoing Game, which seems kind of weird, to be honest, because they just fixed the game and added a expansion pack, which was Phantom Liberty this year. I believe is going to be the last content drop for Cyberpunk 2077. Doesn't feel right seeing if the likes of Fortnite, Apex, and Final Fantasy 14. I personally believe this spot should have gone to Halo Infinite after the work 343 Industries has put in to get that game into a workable state and on the right track. And honestly, Forge saving the game, it should have at least been acknowledged at the Game Award. Another very ill-timed nomination, perhaps, was the inappropriate nomination of Destiny 2 for Best Community Support, particularly when Lightfall was not only recognized as a very bad period of time to play the game, but the also ongoing controversy of Bungie firing 8% of its staff. Honestly, the disgusting manner they were let go. Some feel that Halo should have been nominated for this as well. However, a game that got it even worse than Starfield was Hogwarts Legacy, which was completely left out of the running for any game nominations whatsoever. Now, me speaking personally, this is my opinion, right? This is complete cowardice at its finest and disrespect every man, woman who put their heart and soul into the game for it to get badly snubbed when it comes to a reason we all know why. It's truly disgusting. I believe this is also a slippery slope when it comes to politics and art, which I believe games and one of the purest forms of actually. Once you start doing this kind of thing where you leave or not even acknowledge a game's existence because of something outside of the game and the studio was created, it can get very, very messy very quickly, believe me that. Anyway, moving on to the anime news topic. Now looking at the anime side of things, there's huge controversy surrounding JJK Season 2 that's taking place over Twitter concerning the animators working over at Mappa. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, the animation, particularly of the last few episodes, has been kind of all over the place. Perhaps not bad, but the style changes mid-episode sometimes. And when it gets to a certain point where even I can recognize it, and I'm no sort of expert in animation, then there is something there. Well, on Tuesday, we got a chance to see behind the curtain a bit. Came out from the actual animators working over at Mappa. Apparently, the staff over there have been under very terrible work conditions and crunch to get these episodes out. The episodes have been being finished mere hours before they're supposed to release. Animators have been their passions burned away. Apparently, this whole Twitter storm was prompted by the rejection of a delay that was requested for episode 17, which, as of writing, was not released, but now it has released, and I can say the episode was good. It said that it was only 30% of the original vision, so imagine if they had got that delay and we got to see their actual full vision. That would have been amazing. But a lot of animators were furious because of the decision to refused the delay. But I think it was Mappa or it was the JJK production committee. For it to get to this level of frustration and anger that the employees actually spoke out by on Twitter, which I believe is very uncommon in Japanese work culture in comparison to the Western work culture, where it's much more common to speak out about being under crunch and bad work conditions. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. While people were assured that episode 17 beforehand would be okay animation wise and be out on time, the rest of the season really can't be assured the same way, because if it continues like this, it might burn through all the animators. If there was no sort of delay or break provided to the animators, they really could mess up here. Some animators during their Twitter breakdown or storm, whatever you want to call it, said that probably for Mappa again, or maybe even the anime industry again. So the future of JJK is very uncertain right now, especially season 3. I personally wouldn't mind seeing a hiatus after this last episode for a good amount of time. These animators are people who have families they need to look after and spend time with. They're not mindless drones which show no emotion and only think to work. Some additional info came out that stated one of the primary reasons of this taking place was the higher ups at Mappa deciding to solely buy the rights to animate Chainsaw Man JJK animation, because it was predetermined during season 1 that JJK season 2 would come out in 2023 by the JJK production committee. If season 1 wrapped up in 2021, A0 came out December 2021, this would have given them a good year, maybe year and a half time to prepare JJK season 2 and to have a break and actually focus up a lot. But this is where the issue of Chainsaw Man comes in. Due to Chainsaw Man being exclusively produced by Mappa, not the JJK production committee, a lot of animators who were Chainsaw Man were also on JJK, which aired October 2022 and ended at the end of December 2022. JJK season 2 started July 2023. This means they only really had 6 months, if that, to even prepare for JJK season 2 and to fully focus up. That's even less with a break, if they had one. I'd wagered that's why there was that weird month break in between Hidden Inventory and Shibuya. The pieces are really starting to fall into place now, like what really transpired. Regardless of your opinion of the changes or the quality of the animation this season of JJK, it's really sad that the animators had to deal with this, and hopefully some sort of justice can come about by the animators speaking out, and hopefully JJK does have a hiatus or break, so the animators can not only get a break to relax, but hopefully recharge their battery, and also for them to just live their life, to be honest. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you guys have any recommendations for gameplay footage in the background, I have Halo Infinite now. If you guys enjoyed the video, it really helped me out if you left a like, a comment, and subscribed. This is a weekly series after all. If you would like me to make more, it would really help out. Starting my reviews. My first review will hopefully be out before the end of the month. It will be a review of the game Blasphemous.